Yo, we in the game, talking number stakes high. Knowledge and skill, like a bird we fly. Analyzing stats, we don't just guess. Betting on the wind, you know we're blessed. Just the bet slips, we keep it real. Breaking down the odds, you know the deal. Just the bet slips, we're making plays. Informed decisions, we light up the ways. Chasing that victory, hit the big score. Join the community, we're here for more. Rolling with the punches, we look for the signs. Parlays and props, counting all the coins. Every podcast episode, we bring the heat. Strategies laid out, can't accept defeat. Tune into the wisdom, hear our call. In this betting world, we'll never fall. Just the bet slips, we're making plays. Informed decisions, we light up the ways. Chasing that victory, hit the big score. Join the community, we're here for more. On this gambling journey, we ride the bet. With just the bet slips, you ain't seen nothing yet.
What is up, everybody? Welcome to Just the Bet Slips, so we promise you one thing and one thing only every single day, and that is to bring you the hot tips to help your bet slips. Rob, I do want to, one thing before we went on air, we were talking fantasy baseball a little bit, and you said something wrong. You said Parker is parking you in fantasy baseball. No, it is me that is beating you by 63.
By 63?
By 63.
Yes, that's Parker. That was me. 500.
That was last week, Big Pimpin'. Last week, Parker took you to the woodshed. Today, no, that's a flip-flop. I got you, because you're showing me the money, right?
This Bravo, no. Bravo's
bonus. Oh, I thought you were showing me the money.
No, I'm Halls of Justice.
Well, this is bullcrap now. Okay, well, whoever is showing me the money, I'm taking them.
It's getting parked.
They're getting beat by 63.
No, Parker,
I got 3 starters today.
I was like, I wish I was losing by 60. I'm losing by 95.
You are losing by a bunch. Yeah, you're getting housed.
Bro, that's horrible.
It's gonna get even
however,
worse.
the guy who's going to win the league again is Pensacola Pirates, because he just trades out pitchers, and we still don't have a minimum in pitchers pitched. Like I told told Fish to take care of that, and he didn't. But anyway, that's not here or there. Let's get into the show where we do things. But before we do things, we got to make sure we're not getting sued. So 1, we're not professional gamblers. The show is for fun and entertainment purposes only. Number 2. Please gamble responsibly and at your own risk. Do not gamble more than you can afford, and only bet what you can afford to lose. Number 3, gambling can be addictive, so please seek help if you need it. Utilize the resource 1-800-GAMBLER if gambling addiction has become a problem for you. And that is not just Sportpex. That is the casino itself. That is the ponies. That is anywhere that you are betting money. If you have issues with betting money, or you or a loved one, make sure you seek out 1-800-GAMBLER. But if you follow the first 2 things, realize that schmucks like us are not professional gamblers, and if you gamble responsibly and know that you're trying to do it for entertainment, then you don't have issues and you won't need 1-800-GAMBLER. So that's what we really encourage 1 and 2. But if number 3 does come to fruition, utilize 1-800-GAMBLER. We're not affiliated with or sponsored by any sportbook, but we are sponsored by Nevin Eyewear, the greatest of things, Nevin Eyewear. Now, I'm going to show you how to get your Nevins. First, you're going to go to X. Second, you're going to go to our profile page. It's going to look like this. And once you go to the profile page, you're going to click right here where it says Linktree. You're going to click that. And it's going to come up with this tab. And when you click here, you're going to go here. And you're going to click that. And then you're going to see this tab. And when you see this tab, you can buy 1, get 2 free, or you can get 30% off, whatever you want to do. All the greatest styles, all the greatest trends from Nevin themselves. They're incredible. Make sure you go and check out Nevin to get all the stuff that you need. All in different colorways too.
I like those Colorado Bulldogs.
That's what I'm saying. Well, they're Doc Robbins. They're the Doc Robbins style, but the colorway is the Colorado Bulldog.
Yeah, I kind of like that.
So while we're on this, I know that once we hit 500 followers, we're getting a gift card or what have you. I'm also going to throw in, I will buy somebody a pair of glasses and send them as well.
Whoa. So many things. If we get to 500 followers, we're close. Tell your friends, tell your peeps, because we are at 442 or 458 followers. So we are 42 followers away from all the giveaways from Just the Bet Slips, and we appreciate you. And we appreciate Nevin for being a great sponsor of just the bet slips. We are also sponsored by something that's like a sport book, but not traditionally a sport book, and it is Player Profit, aka Playvo. It is a challenge system in which you use the promo code JTBS at checkout. You get 10% off. But I'm going to let Rob tell you more about Player Profit.
Yeah, so essentially, Player Profit is a challenge system. You buy a package ranging from $30 all the way up to $500, depending on what bankroll you want to go for. If you use the code JTBS, you'll get 10% off of any and all packages. That is not just good the first time; it's good every single time you buy a package. If you buy that $30 package for $27 with our code, you will get a $1,000 bankroll to bet with. And there are 2 challenges you must clear. Challenge 1 is you must get to 10% profit before 10% losses. If you can clear challenge 1, then you go to challenge 2, in which case you have to get to 15% profit before 10% losses. If you're able to clear that challenge, then you move on to the funder stage where you can cash out up to 70% of all profit. There is also a blitz system, which Pat found out yesterday they're running a 25% discount on right now. Instead of 2, there's 1 challenge system, which is 25% profit before getting the 10% losses, and then you would go into the funded stage. It's a good way to try to turn a small amount of money into a larger bankroll. It does require you to be kind of, making safe bets every day, not doing a ton of bets. It's not easy to do, but it shouldn't because you're trying to turn $30 into a $1,000 bankroll. If you're looking for more information, there are other rules, regulations, stipulations, such as minimum bets per round. Just make sure you check out Playvo and watch their 2-minute video on YouTube, and it will explain it better. But if you're looking for the best bet of the day, I am taking Jose Ramirez 2+ total bases. It was at +100. I boosted it at +125. He is 12 for 29 with 3 home runs and 5 extra base hits versus Singer. Singer has given up 27 earned runs over 9 starts. That's an average of 3 per, but he's given up 11 home runs this year over 9 starts. He's given up 11 runs over the last 3 games. So his earned runs average this month has been much worse. I think his ERA is like 5.46. He's been getting shelled lately, and Ramirez is known to shell him lifetime. So I'm going to go ahead and rock Ramirez 2+ total bases.
I mean,
I know he started slow, but is he?
No. Who?
Jose J-Ram.
I think I don't think it's like long stints of either one. I think he's just kind of up and down.
Yeah, it hasn't been a typical Ramirez season, but if you like him,
To be fair, it's not been a typical for anyone.
that's a good point. Great point.
I don't know.
This season's been a little weird.
It has been a little weird, but there's some typical seasons going on right now.
We would not call Kyle Schwarber typical. That 20 home
No,
runs.
I wasn't. I was going to call Judge. I was going to call Judge a typical season.
Yeah,
Judge is having a very Judge season.
You're right. He's boring, and he's having
He is boring.
Like,
You're right.
Just being honest. I mean, J-Ram right now is hitting 220, which is well under his career average of 278. Slugging 381, which is well under his career slug at 500. So, yeah, I mean, he is not having the greatest start of the season, but he also has a pretty favorable matchup today, so that helps him. He's got Brady Singer on the bump, which he is a lifetime 414 hitter against. So, yeah, I mean, smack the Jose Ramirez 2+ total bases all day. I think that's money. Like, here's how confident I am in the best bet of the day. I am putting a decent amount of my fan cash that I won yesterday because Bryce Harper hit an absolute tater on this bet today. Like a large portion. Like a decent amount, like almost as much as I put on my, because I used some of it to buy a jersey. Like I'm almost putting that much on it. Just throwing that out there. Just throwing it out there for the people.
That's a good way to double it up.
I mean, that's what I'm saying, you know?
Yeah.
Let's just hope he doesn't bag like JJ Bleday did yesterday.
Well, listen, the fact that we're even discussing JJ Bleday on the show is you know what? I take back everything I said about the weird.
It's blood crazy, is what it is. Blood crazy.
Come
The fact that we're
on.
talking about JJ Bleday in this show is
Come
absolutely
JJ Bleday is having a year, boy.
Yeah.
Let's
JJ
get
Bleday.
to 2 guys that are having a year today, and we're going to talk about the marquee matchup. Pat, what we got today, man?
Yeah, I wasn't able to do too much research on this, but the more I did, the more I like this. And And you know, one of the sites that I was turned on to by the PD King when it comes to these is Baseball Savant. And if you were to just glance at that, this is kind of an unremarkable game in that sense. Whereas, I mean, Yuri Perez, I'll get to in a second. You know, he's only faced this current Tampa lineup. Tampa, by the way, playing very good baseball. Currently, I believe, still in first in the East right now. And on the other side, Rasmussen. I mean, both are names that you should know if you're just a baseball person. He's unremarkable against this Marlins lineup himself. Obviously, they don't play each other as much, except for series like this. But he's only got a just over 15.5K percentage against 32 plate appearances. Yuri, on the other hand, only 2 plate appearances, and he struck out one of them. So you do the math there. Even I could do that math. But in this case, so far this season, both are having solid years. 43 strikeouts on the year for Drew. He's one of those guys that lives right around 6 strikeouts. If he could go, he has to kind of go closer to 6 innings. He's not a guy who will mow down lineups in less innings. But he is a guy that consistently can throw 6. I mean, 3 out of his last 4 starts, he's gone at least 6 innings. In his last start, he hit this 6 innings, 6 strikeouts, around 100 pitches. I think that's kind of the sweet spot. If he can get around 90 to 100 pitches, means he's in the game longer, and I think he can hit this 6. He's hit it at 3 out of his last 4. Yuri, on the other hand, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 straight games of at least 6 strikeouts. He is a guy who can get strikeouts in less innings. He does have that type of stuff. He's hit this 7 out of his 9 starts this season. So, look, you look at and there's actually some of my other alt marquees have way better numbers on Baseball Savant than they might have as to end their personal game log. This is a game log game. This is the rivalry game. Give me these two to Drew to go 6, Yuri could go 5. 6 strikeouts. I need to see the ball go through the hoop.
Here's what I'll actually give you a little bit more boost on Drew Rasmussen. Where Drew Rasmussen likes to throw his, he gets strikeouts, not a lot on the 4-seamer, but where he throws the 4-seamer, like his heat map on the 4-seamer, matches up extremely well with some holes and some high strikeout guys, high whiff rate guys on this Miami Marlins lineup. Kyle Stowers, Connor Norby, and Owen Casey all have whiff percentages over 30%, all of which they're high whiff outside of Owen Casey. So Connor and Kyle Stowers all have high whiff rate situations right where Drew Rasmussen likes to throw his fastball, which is glove side up and in is where he loves to throw his fastball. And then Owen, his greatest chase pitch is the down and away cutter, which is where Drew Rasmussen likes to throw his cutter. So just on that thought alone, you've got 3 high whiff rate type guys in a lineup exactly where Drew Rasmussen likes to throw his pitches. So, and they have obvious holes in their swing where Drew Rasmussen likes to throw their pitches. I think Drew Rasmussen gets a big K today.
We'll pencil in at least 3 strikeouts.
Well, you could say 6 because he's going to get through him twice, right? If he strikes him out both times.
Yeah,
but then you have Otto Lopez. Like Liam Hicks doesn't strike out because his whiff rate is just absolute trash. The only way you strike out Liam Hicks is if he doesn't swing at strike 3. Otto Lopez is strikeoutable. Xavier Edwards doesn't have a high whiff rate. And then Chris Morel also has a high whiff rate as well, but it's just he doesn't have a lot of plate appearances, so he doesn't pop up as a high whiff rate guy, even though he is. So 33% whiff rate.
This is definitely something that I have to really start diving into is stuff like this. So I appreciate you.
I will say Otto Lopez is batting a little bit different this year. He only has 6 strikeouts this month, and he's batting .341. So I wouldn't count on him.
Oh no, I don't. I'm just saying, like, if you look at where pitches match up to his whiffs, Drew Rasmussen likes to throw certain pitches that get whiffs against where Otto Lopez likes to whiff, and it's down and away for Otto Lopez. Down and away from Otto Lopez is just his absolute kryptonite. That's the biggest hole in his swing, and that's where Drew Rasmussen likes to throw his cutter and his slider.
And Drew
He's got
Rasmussen,
pitches that work away.
he's in that closet that we talk about of me not betting him for a while, and the reason is because I've bet
I don't
him.
blame you.
I've bet him 3 times this year for 6 strikeouts. I bet him against the Pirates, against the Cardinals, and 2 starts ago against Toronto. And those are the 3 times he didn't hit 6 strikeouts this season. He's hit him every other start.
It's fair. And listen, I don't blame you for not liking Drew Rasmussen because I don't really either. But at the same time, like I'm just defending the fact that he could get to 6 today.
Well, I mean, he
just
should.
because of
He
the
hit
numbers,
6,
right?
Wait, like 75% of the time this year. He's hit 6 a lot.
Right.
It's just the 3 times that I bet him, he didn't. So he's dead to me.
That's fair enough.
I'm gonna make
All
a
right, well,
selection about the guys that are dead to me.
The dead to me slide. We can make that absolutely.
So we really
Um, We'll try to make something through AI. Next segment is the performance level of the day, brought to you by the PD King. I'm going with George Kirby 5+ Ks and the Mariners money line. Listen, I know you're going to sit here and be like, listen, the Mariners have lost 2 straight to the Padres. Actually, it might be 4 straight to the Padres, but they've lost the first 2 in this series. But that means that the Mariners are desperate at home to get a win. And George Kirby, yes, he has a lower K percentage this year, but the Padres team has some swing and miss. As I've talked about, where George Kirby likes to throw the baseball and for his swing and miss pitches is exactly where the swing and miss matchup for the Padres. I think Kirby is a bad matchup for this Padres team. I'm not sitting here saying, "Oh my gosh, the world's ending," but George Kirby has that lockdown curveball. He's got that good sinker and 4-seamer that he likes to throw up in the zone to get people to swing and miss. Where's a lot of the Padres swing and miss up in the zone? And so if you look at just that aspect there, I think Kirby has a decent day today, and I think he can get to 5 because I think he goes 6 innings. I mean, Kirby in general, I mean, his K percentage is only 20%. Okay, fine. That's a little lower than his career average. I get it. But his K per 9 is around 7. So if he gets 6 innings, he'll probably get to 5. And the swing and miss stuff, it matches up where the Padres swing and miss is as well. So go ahead and lock me down for George Kirby 5+ Ks in the Mariners money line, mainly because they need the win. I mean, they need the win bad. It's not even close how bad they need this win. Thoughts, gentlemen?
I like Kirby. I have him on a last call bet where for some strikeouts. So I really like Kirby. You're not wrong. The Mariners do need a win pretty bad. I know that Riley's hurt, but when he wasn't hurt, he was batting like 220. That's not helping them at all. He's like 243, but he's not playing. Speaking of Luke Riley, though, Luke Raley has been playing out of his mind. That man is hitting bombs. So he's the guy that they need to step up today. That and Rodriguez. Like I think that they'll be fine. I think they win this game. I think they'll get on a run once Riley gets right, and then they'll be all right. So today could be that turnaround day.
I do want to throw this out here too. Yes, you are correct that the Tampa Bay Rays are top in the AL East. Excuse me.
They're second record in baseball.
Yes, correct. Behind the Braves.
Yeah.
And they're tied with the. They have 2 less games with the Cubs. They have the same amount of wins as the Cubs. But the fact that the Mariners are the second best team in the AL West, and they're not even at 500, to tell you exactly what it is going on right now in this season. And the fact that, there's AL West. I mean, the AL Central is Leaves have 2 teams over 500, and the second one is wild because I thought that team would lose 100 games this season, and that's the Chicago White Sox.
The NL Central is an anomaly in baseball.
Oh, that's true too. Yeah, every team over 500, which I don't think lasts. To be clear,
No,
absolutely.
Be crazy.
Yeah,
It's only happened like 3 times.
It would be. So, yep, we're getting at it. We're doing the things. Got to get the things done. But yeah, the fact that the Athletics are winning the AL West right now is an absolute scary thought, and we need that not to happen because they don't even have a place that's technically their home.
Right.
They are the Athletics. They are not the Oakland Athletics. They are not the Las Vegas Athletics. They're not the Sacramento Athletics. They are Athletics.
Yeah, Athletics.
It's so weird watching like games like because the Cardinals are just there. It's so weird watching games like teams play there. It's just like
in a AAA park.
What's going on?
And it's an old AAA park. It's not even like a new AAA park.
Yeah. Looks like a high
It's
school.
kind of crazy. It kind of does. That is not a false statement.
Just make them a base. Send them to Vegas and make them the Vegas Athletics.
Yeah,
Well, they will be. They will be 2 years from now. Oh, doggo on the screen. But yeah. So there we go. That's the performance double of the day, brought to you by the PD King. Hopefully, we get a dub with it. Next, it's the 750 Club. We are making money at the 750 Club. There's one rule of Fight Club is you don't talk about it. There's one rule of the 750 Club is you tell every single person. Rob, what are we telling the people today?
Right now, we're frustrated. Yesterday, we had 4 guys, 2+ hits, runs, RBIs. So 3 of the 4 got 3+ hit, runs, RBIs. The one who missed had 1 hit, which was Bobby Witt Jr., which was the one I was the safest of all of them. We literally missed it by 1 hit, run, or RBI for plus 1,000, whatever it was. So we're a little frustrated. But this today is all about the pitching matchups in these games. First, we're going Phillies, Pirates, no runs first inning. It's Skeens and Wheeler. Like, enough said, they're both phenomenal. I think Skeens had like a 60 ERA after game 1. He's at a 1.95 now. That's wild. Wheeler is starting to get, and his strikeouts have been kind of down the last 2 starts, but he's still pitching well, which is also why I'm taking the under in this game. Look, the Phillies bats outside of Schwarber and then the 400 billion foot home run that Harper hit yesterday, like, have not been as good this year. And they're also facing Skeens. And the Pirates are a better team this year than they were last year, but that's hard to say hard not to be completely honest with you. But they did hit on some of their younger players. I just don't see this getting above 7 runs. I think it's going to be a pitcher's duel. I don't see a run in that first inning. However, on the other side of the things, this Reds Guardians, I think, is going to be a track meet. I do think there's going to be a run in the first inning, and I'm taking over 8.5 runs, and I think that might hit in the 4th inning. Like, I think this is going to be an absolute slobber. Both of these pitchers have not. Gavin Williams is at 3.74 ERA, but he's given up 10 earned runs over his last 2 starts. Singer's at a 5.79. He's given up 11 earned runs in his last 3 starts. Both these guys have given up a ton of home runs. Both these guys have been getting lit up. So I'm looking at the pitchup matchups, and I'm doing what makes the most sense, and we're getting this at plus, I believe 8 something. Yeah, 813 boosted to 1081.
I mean, here's my thing with it. The only thing that scares me, I know the wind's blowing in, but the Phillies offense has come alive yesterday. It came alive Friday. The Pirates can put up runs. I know they put up nothing versus Chris Sanchez. But I'm just going to sit here and say, like, I think that's the only thing that scares me with the under, with the Phillies Pirates. I actually, on a parlay that's not on the show, I actually have the over, mainly because I was just like, for some weird odd reason. But that's actually good for us when you and I bet opposite. Usually,
well,
usually the 750 Club.
What's
hits.
ironic about that is when we hit the 750 Club earlier this month, I think you had a half. You were off by a half.
Yep.
An out.
I was off by a half.
You had the exact same bet, except you're off by a half an out, and we hit and you didn't. So I was like, poor PD King, because now he's still proven to be the jinx.
I'm the jinx. I am the jinx.
So
Like,
I want you to bet
that's
this
what it comes
bet, but I want you to bet over in that Phillies game.
Currently, you can't get your bet at the same number you did because, well, actually, so I am taking the under, but I'm taking the under at 7.5 and not 7.
I would say I just got it on Fanatics at plus 800.
Yeah, so I have it on TK for 7 something after a boost. 744.
Remember when we did the this is recently the 3 Nerfies and then the 1 Yerfie?
Yes.
Yeah, the Yerfie is what.
Yeah, the Yerfie screwed us. Yeah.
Did all the Nerfies hit?
Yeah,
all the Nerfies hit.
First hit that parlay.
Yeah, he hit that bet, and then the.
I
Yerfie
blame
did
myself for that, even though I had nothing to do with it. I've just been so bad this month that everything I touched.
What I blame myself for is I should have bet both. I should have bet just the Nerfies and then Nerfie.
Yeah.
I did. I did do that. I bet
that's where I made the
Nerfies and then bet it as a Yerfie as well. So
a Nerfie and a Yerfie bet is just as hard, in my opinion, to pick somebody to hit a home run.
To me, Nerfies are not hard at all. Yerfies are hard.
Yerfies are hard,
Nerfies are.
but you never know.
Yerfies, nothing have to happen. Yerfies, something has to happen.
Yeah. Or something could happen in a Nerfie that they can get out of. Well, you know what? Couldn't be taken out of yesterday was somebody not hitting an absolute nuke. Because someone did yesterday. I don't know if y'all heard that off the bat. That thing was touched in its no place. But that's beside the point. Guys, it is time. It's green. It's soft as plushy. It is the tabletop. There it is. And the Duke of Slips, he is up first. So you can get the heck out of here. And then, we're going to wrap this thing up in a nice little bow. Go ahead.
Appreciate y'all. So as you can see underneath my name there, just fade me. It's bad. It's been bad. Nothing else I can say. It's been a rough month in a lot of ways for yours truly, but maybe things starting to turn around because things are turning around personally for me. New dog dad, no big deal. But I don't know. I'm throwing. It's like I'm standing with my back to the dartboard, and I'm just throwing the darts the complete opposite direction. But we're going to try and win a couple bets today. As you can see, the marquee always goes on there. I already talked about that. Got a couple of fun ones here. At least I think they're fun. They might not be fun to you, but they're fun to me. Dang it. First, it is Grayson Rodriguez, a name that I had forgotten that I knew. I feel like he hasn't pitched in a long time, and somebody could maybe confirm or deny that. I think I am right now. I think he hasn't pitched. He hasn't logged a game since 2024. That seems like a long time. But from what I remember, he was a dang good pitcher. July 2024 looks like the last time he pitched in a game. In that month, for poops and giggles, only one start out of his 6 starts that month, he did not hit 6 strikeouts. So a strikeout guy. Are we concerned with a pitch count? Are we concerned with the limit? Absolutely. I don't remember what his injury was, but not logging a game since 2024 seems like a risk, which I'm aware of. The next is Mr. Sasaki of the Dodgers. I feel like Grayson Rodriguez was like an up-and-coming guy, and then he just disappeared or got hurt or whatever, or suspended.
First round pick. He was the 11th overall, taken in the 18 amateur draft by the Baltimore Orioles, and went up the system relatively quickly because he wasn't able to make it to camp. But he was out of high school, so relatively quickly out of high school to be in the bigs 5 years later. Yeah, that's something that makes sense.
Yeah, I don't know. Whatever. 6 strikeouts. Thank you, though, for that. Roki Sasaki has only hit this once this year. He's not really a striker. I don't think he's really turned out. Maybe I'm wrong about this. I don't think he's really turned out into what maybe others might have suspected. I didn't have any expectations, really. Knew he was coming in pretty hyped. I know I'm kind of poo-pooing my own pick here, but it was both of their over-unders were 5.5. So this is another. It didn't really work yesterday, as I didn't hit any of my marquees yesterday. But you know what? We're firing again. Next, Peter Lambert, who sounds like the guy who works in the cubicle like two rows down from you. But I have him to get 6 strikeouts today. So Mr. Lambert of the Astros, he actually looks like a guy who works in a office as well. He's hit this in 3 of his 5 starts. He started off the year hot. With 2 back-to-back 8 strikeout performances. His last start, he went 7 innings and struck out 6, and that was against the aforementioned Mariners. He also has a win. Excuse me. Hold on. Let me just take a sip. Whoa.
No free ads on the Coke, by the way.
Right.
Absolutely. I should have wrapped it up. He does have a win over the Dodgers, which I know the Dodgers aren't. I don't even think they're in first in the West right now. But still racked up a win against the Dodgers. And it looks like he generally gets deep. At least this month he's gone deep into games. So, and I'm counting on Cubicle Boy to come through today. On the opposite side of him, it will be Mr. Nathan Evaldi. I think we all are familiar with his game. Older guy. I didn't realize that he's really getting up there. He's what, 30, 36? Yeah, 36. But still doing it, still slinging it. His last start, 8 strikeouts against the Yankees, and before that, he had 7 strikeouts against the Yankees. He's hit 7 and 8, or 7 a bunch of times this year, so he's still slinging it. He's still capable of getting strikeouts. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong, but the Astros are kind of doo-doo this year.
They are.
Thank you. And no Altuve, according to the professor, so that helps. So yeah, I like that one. And then last but certainly not least, two more. Excuse me. The last one speaks for itself. I don't even know if I need to talk. I'm not going to talk about the last one. I'll just mention the 2 guys, Jack Flaherty and Kevin Gausman. I'm very familiar with Flaherty's game, despite he's not what he was in like 2022 or the years before that, but he's still a guy who can rack up the Ks on a good day. I mean, he has a start this 5 innings against Red Sox. I know it's Red Sox. 5 innings, 10 strikeouts, but he is up and down. But if he at least is moderately on, I think 6 is relatively easy. If he can go 5-6 innings, I think he can definitely do that. He's having a rough year though. Almost a 6 ERA. Does have 44 strikeouts, and he's 0-4 with a nearly 2 WHIP. Not great. But on the flip side, Kevin Gausman, another guy you should be familiar with if you're a baseball person. Also, wow, I didn't realize he's getting up there in age. He's not a strikeout merchant by any stretch of the imagination. His only time he's hit this was his first start of the year. In his first 2 starts of the year, he had 11 and then 10. He has not hit 6 since then. So I guess I'm hoping. I know that the Tigers are not anything to really write home about either. I don't have many other stats to back that up. Like the PD King was able to assist me on the number 1 marquee matchup, but I am trying to rush through this, so I apologize. But I gave you a little bit of stats on that. On the flip side, you've got my Cardinals parlay, which is staying the same. Palante 4 Ks. It's just the pitcher 4 Ks, JJ to get a hit, and Walker 2+ hits, runs, RBIs. He was the one that hit Walker, got his day removed from. Did Walker not get it yesterday?
No, Walker missed yesterday because he's what cost me my parlay.
Yes, he cost you yesterday. I meant to say something about that. But he will certainly bounce back today, as the Cardinals will sweep the Royals with the tarps off. The tarps off movement is taking Busch Stadium by storm. I was supposed to be there today, but I ended up having to work. Didn't know that when we got the ticket, so it is what it is. I would have had my tarps up. My tarp would have been off though. Got that at 2-2-2. And then the NBA. I hate betting unders, and I have nothing to back this up. But I don't know. It's Game 7. I don't know. I just feel like, even though not necessarily tremendous defensive teams, I just see it's Game 7. Game 7 to me screams unders. Would I be morbidly upset if it goes over? No, but it just felt right in the moment when I bet it. And then I'm running it back. I actually dropped Harden down to 2 threes instead of the 3 that I have been doing. And he's hit 3 every time I bet him to hit 3. I think both times exactly 3. We've spoke about Mr. Duran a lot on this program. I dropped his down from 10 down to this 8.
Smart.
Don't know how much I trust it.
I trust 8. I don't trust 10.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I didn't even trust 9, which is why I dropped it to 8. So I don't know. If he can't get 8 rebounds, I'm not one to have a dead to me list, but he will officially, even if he's not the only one that cost me this, if he doesn't get 8 rebounds, he no more Duran. And he's already cost himself a lot of money in these playoffs. So I will never bet on him again if he doesn't get at least 8 rebounds. And then Caden Spida, the 2 stars starring, gave me 25 points for those. I think that speaks for itself. So that's what I got, gentlemen. I got time if anybody has any comments on it, but then I will bid you all adieu and see you when I see you.
Yeah, I don't really have anything there. I mean, all the marquee matchups, like Grayson Rodriguez is kind of interesting, making his his Angels debut 2 years removed from a 13-4 season with the Baltimore Orioles. Kind of crazy to think about there.
Yeah.
And I mean, listen, Sasaki, it all depends. There's days he has great numbers, days he doesn't. So I mean, it just depends on for him. Love the Skeens Wheeler play. You'll see why here in a little bit, but I think Wheeler bounces back after a not so strikeout heavy option versus the Red Sox, who were very swing early on him, and that's what cost him a lot because he had like, I don't know, through 7 innings, he only threw like 54 pitches, which is kind of nuts. So something to think about there. And then yeah, I don't hate the under. The Pistons like to play slow, and Cleveland will be happy to oblige and turn this thing into who shoots better. And I think the Cleveland would prefer that because I think they have more shooters than Detroit does.
Cool. All right, gentlemen. Well, thank you for having me. I will see y'all when I see you. And again, just a reminder, and you guys will have to let me know. First / any bet that's dropped, literally the first bet that's dropped going forward on any of these shows, $5 from yours truly. So
looks like I'm jumping in the chat and betting my home run parlay for you.
no, that's illegal. That's illegal.
I'll
do it under my wife's account. It's fine. Anyway, let's go ahead and jump it up. Thanks, Pat, for jumping in. Let's get to the next one, and it is the Professor, just in case he has to leave a little bit early today as well. Professor, what you got today, man?
All right, so I'm going to start off with a couple obvious ones. I've got Skeen 6+ strikeouts. He set this in 4 straight, 6 of 7. Wheeler 6 strikeouts. He set this in 2 of 4. He hit it in his first 2 starts. He didn't get it in the last 2. Pittsburgh does like to strike out, as they struck out 12 times last night to Sanchez. I think Wheeler can get to 6 Ks. And then I do have Sasaki, but I dropped him to 5 strikeouts. I like him a lot better at 5. He's facing a team that is ranked last in strikeouts. They strike out 9.78 times per game. He's hit 5 strikeouts in 4 of his last 6 starts. Got that at plus 220. Then I've got a hit parlay. You're going to notice the first 2 are from the same game because I really told you I think that game was going to be a track meet. But I've got Ellie De La Cruz, 1+ hit. He's on a 9-game hitting streak with 16 hits over those 9 games. Angel Martinez with a hit. He is on a 5-game hitting streak. And then Alex Bregman, who is on a 7-game hitting streak. I got that at plus 222. And I don't know why it says cards parlay because that was from yesterday and they didn't change it to NBA. That's cool. But Cade Cunningham, 25+ points. He's at this in 3 of the 6 games. I think today he's going to have to put up some numbers if they want to move past this closeout game. I did move the line. The Pistons are favored by 5. I moved it to them plus 5.5. I don't know if they win this game, but I think it'll be a very tight game. Then I've got Jarrett Allen, 17+ which he has hit in 4 of the last 5. I think he only missed this by. He missed it once by a couple and then once by a lot. And then the others he has hit, and he's been on fire with that. And then I'm going Asor Thompson, 6+ rebounds, because I trust him more to get 6 rebounds than I trust Duran to get 8. That's how bad Duran has been. Thompson has only missed this once in the playoffs, or in this series, I should say. He's been getting around 7 or 8 rebounds. 6 felt light to me, so I got that at plus 215. And then I do have the Jose Ramirez 2+ total bases boosted to 125 for the best bet.
Yeah, it all depends on where you get it. Like J Rams, actually, his numbers moved a little bit less, but still, I mean, still a solid bet. I don't care where you get it. I got it at minus 110. So just depends on where you're betting it, I guess. And look for your best odds, and we will tell you that whoever. Make sure you're getting your best odds possible when out there. So love that. There you go. Professor Parlay in his tabletop. Let's go to the next one. And it is, myself. We're going to leave C-Money the best for last. Mine's a little funky. Listen, we got a K letter parlay. We'll get to that, but we got the PDs. I have the PD of the day down there at Kirby, and then I am taking Wheeler 6+ Ks in the Phillies money line at plus 222. It was kind of reminiscent of Pat's 222 parlay, $2, 2 dimes and 2 cents. When I saw it, I was like, I knew it's fake. Listen, this Phillies offense is finally starting to come around. They have one of the best offenses in the month of May, even though they had a little bit of a rough showing in Boston. It was bad weather. But when it heats up, and it's pretty warm in Pittsburgh today at 78 degrees, it's going to be nice in the Berg, in the Steel City. This Phillies offense just know how to hit. And I wouldn't have told you that I liked the Phillies at PNC because they've been bad at PNC Park historically. But they've been doing it this week, so I'm not going to say no. Between Schwarber and Harper, both both swinging and hitting the ball really, really well. They were down 6 runs on Friday. I thought there was no way they were going to come back. They chipped away, and then took the lead. It took them to the 10th to do it, and Harper was literally an inch away from a grand slam. That's the reason why I took him yesterday for a long bet, courtesy of Fanatics, and paid off for me in the tune of $400 hairs. So we love every second of that. But yeah, listen, this Phillies lineup starting to hit. They're starting to feel under Don Mattingly. So yeah, and Wheeler's on the bump. Wheeler historically versus the Pirates has been pretty good. And then the K parlay, I dropped Wheeler down to 5 just because I wanted the 2, 3, 4, 5, all that. Give me Michaelis for 2, give me Bayo for 3, give me Colin Ray for 4, Wheeler for 5. I'm taking Gavin Williams. Yes, it might be a track meet, but I think he gets to 6 Ks before it becomes that bad of a track meet. And then Paul Skeens at 7 for plus 462 on the day. And those are my bets. That are outside of what I've kind of already talked about and some other things. And I also have a home run parlay for last call, which we'll talk about. But yeah, thoughts, gentlemen?
I mean, I like it.
We go. Love it.
Yeah, I mean, I like Wheeler 6Ks. I think Quinn flipping the win in that game. But they could win. I have no doubts they could win. I'm praying they win and get under 7 runs. I like Kirby. I have him in the money line, and then let's see, Michaelis, yep, Bayo, sure, Ray 4, Wheeler 5. Gavin Williams, I'm a little worried about, but if he does get strikeouts, so if he can get if in between the runs he gives up, he gets strikeouts, you'll be fine.
Correct.
He should get to 7.
Right. So I actually was trying to find somebody for 7 because I had Skeens originally at 8. And I was like, I can't find somebody at 7, so I guess I'm just going to drop Skeens to 7, and we're going to call it a day. So that's how the evolution of the ladder K parlay happened today. Let's go ahead to the last one, which is C Money. C Money, what you got today, man?
All right, so mine's a little different than what everybody has. I know we touched on a lot of, the Skeens, the Wheeler, the Williams, and all that. So I'm not going to say the Phillies don't win today, but they are facing Skeens, and Skeens is Skeens again. So I feel like he can get to 8+ strikeouts today. And I feel like maybe the Phillies win later in the game after he exits. Wheeler, I mean, 6+ strikeouts should be pretty easy for him. Gavin Williams, he does give, he's not been, himself. But I still feel like he can get 6+. And then I'm taking Freddie Peralta for over 15.5 total outs. I feel like he should be able to get there kind of easy with this. So I got that at plus 718. And then I did something I don't do, and I did a WNBA bet. So the other night I took Caitlin Clark for 20 points. She had 6 going in a halftime and ended up going for 32. So I'm going a little safe at 20 points. I took her for 2 plus 3s. Kelsey Plum, I took, put her win with Caitlin Clark the other night, and I think she had like 28. So we're running that for 20 plus. And then Aja Wilson, her last game she had 42. So she's pretty good. So I got that. I took her for 25 plus at plus 447 overall.
All right, there we go. I mean, listen, a big fan of that parlay one. I'm actually putting it in right now because we got some cash we can.
So,
quote,
CJ, I'm gonna tell you what I just did, and I'm a little nuts.
oh boy,
I did a ladder parlay, but it's not one guy. I did a ladder parlay with Skeens and Wheeler together, so I have them for 7 plus both at plus 270, 8 plus both at plus 640, 9 plus both
Jesus.
at plus 1700, and 10 plus both at plus 4500.
oh my lord, you are. I mean, listen, flirting with fate. I like it. I like it though.
If they both hit 10 plus, I am gonna lose my mind.
I would 100%. Good gravy, man. That's a lot right there. Listen, I'm a fan of it.
Look, if they both have 6 strikeouts in 3 innings, I'm gonna be sweating.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah. We're gonna see it. We're gonna see it from your forehead. That's that. Tough. Also, How bad of a logo is the? Sorry, talking about WNBA right here. How bad of a logo is the Toronto Tempo?
Right?
I'm not even
It's
sure.
just
I've seen
not.
it.
It's just a basketball with lines through it. I mean,
Oh yeah, yeah.
be more inventive, WNBA. Like you want us to be interested, and then you do that. Like, come on, what are we doing? What are we doing?
Oh yeah. That's pretty.
All right.
That's pretty booty.
It's pretty bad. It's not a good one. It's not a good look. Not a good look for the WNBA for sure. While we're here, let's go ahead and smack the last calls of the day. And Professor, you've got a bunch of stuff.
Yeah, I got a couple. So my long ball is Christian Walker. He's 5 for 10 with 2 home runs versus Evaldi, and the wind is blowing out at 15 miles an hour. That's the same reason I took Altuve yesterday, which he did hit a home run at plus 650. I will say Altuve's day to day, and he could possibly play today. Altuve, if he plays today, has 7 home runs lifetime versus Evaldi, which is wild. I would have bet him again today had I known he was playing. But I do have him in my forget that dime bet in case he does play. I'm going Shohei for a home run because he has very good numbers. I think he has in 3 at bats. He's got 2 hits with a home run. Jock Peterson, who's got good numbers, 1+ home run, and then Altuve for plus 13,840. And then I threw together. I put a little bit of money on DK, and I had a 100% profit boost on there. So I wanted to throw some kind of a bet together. So I threw the Skeens and Wheeler 6 strikeouts because I think that's hitting. I dropped Sasaki from 5 to 4. Then I have Kirby for 4, Peralta for 4. It was plus 194, and I boosted that to plus 390. One I didn't put on here is I also bet the Grand Slam home run parlay. Bet on DraftKings, and I took Jose Ramirez on that as well.
All right, there we go. C Money, your long ball.
Yeah, I went Tyler O'Neill. This guy has only hit 2 home runs all season. But from what I was looking at, stat wise and everything, I have a good feeling about him today.
Fair enough.
The fact that he's only plus 375 is wild to me.
Yeah, that is kind of crazy. I guess all the stats are saying he's going to hit one today. Pat is taking Kyle Schwarber. I am taking Junior Caminero. Good numbers, and he's just been hitting the cover off the ball today. And that game is about to start in about 30 minutes or so. No, 8 minutes or so. Because they're up against the Marlins down there in Tampa. So I expect him to take a bite out of Yuri Perez's crime. So we'll see what happens. And then
I guess it didn't make the cut.
What's up?
Oh boy.
I had put in Skeens for 18.5 total outs, Grant Holmes for 15 for 17.5 outs.
Okay.
Or plus 687, boosted that to 825.
All right. I took this was another one. I had a 50% profit boost courtesy of DK on a home run parlay. Caminero, Harper, De La Cruz, and Judge.
All right. So let's see, we've got O'Neill. You did Caminero.
Hey, Caminero, yep.
All right. I'm gonna put all of ours together in a parlay.
Yeah, just why not?
Because me, you, and Jen would have hit last night for a monster. Because a plus 650 and a plus 450 with whatever Harper was would have probably been in the 20,000 range had we bet it.
Yeah, it would have been. Yep. So why not, right?
So we're gonna keep doing this and hopefully we hit it.
So he's going. I saw Caminero, Schwarber, and O'Neill, and who's the last one? Walker.
Yeah, Christian Walker.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's because Jordan Walker is dead to me.
I mean, he would be to me too.
I bet him 2 days in a row, and I'm like, all right, I'm done. And then, of course, the next day he hits a home run.
I couldn't
got
even
it for
get
780. Just shy of 780 is what I got it at. So we'll see what happens. Listen, this is we're going to go ahead and click over to the overall records. We got pretty much everybody on the left except for Pat, who's had a miserable month. That's the reason why he said fade me. But hey, good month for the program. As if you've been placing every bet on the show, you are up cash. Should be huge for the program. We appreciate everybody for dropping by. This has been Just the Bet Slip, so we promise you one thing and one thing only every single day. And that is to bring you the hot tips to help your bet slips. Go responsibly, chase that bag, everybody, and allow us to play you out.
Yo, we in the game, talking number stakes high. Knowledge and skill, like a bird we fly. Analyzing stats, we don't just guess. Betting on the win, you know we're blessed. Just the bet slips, we keep it real. Breaking down the odds, you know the deal. Just the bet slips, we're making plays. Informed decisions, we light up the ways. Chasing that victory, hit the big score. Join the community, we're here for more. Rolling with the punches, we look for the signs. Parlays and props, counting all the coins. Every podcast episode, we bring the heat. Strategies laid out, can't accept defeat. Tune into the wisdom, hear our call. In this betting world, we'll never fall. Just the bet slips, we're making plays. Informed decisions, we light up the ways. Chasing that victory, hit the big score. Join the community, we're here for more. On this gambling journey, we ride the bet. With just the bet slips, you ain't seen nothing yet.
Show me the money!